Welcome to Channel 15 TV, and the Newport Greyhounds are on the road in the second round of the AAA state playoffs, and it's at Harding Academy in Searcy, Arkansas. With unfamiliar territory? No, not at all. Down here just a couple of years ago in a 13-9 football game. David Black, joined by, I'm off the air. Boy, what'd you do to me? David Black, along with Hayden Schultz, Ben Black, and, of course, Josh Nation will be doing the camera work as he always does. Am I too loud? We're trying to work some adjustments. No, we sound perfectly fine. Guys, football game, second round of playoffs. Hayden, I'll start with you. Let's talk a little bit about what we expect to see here tonight.
Well, I mean, like you said, 3 years ago coming down here, everybody expected the offensive shootout, and we got a defensive battle. It was a 13-9 football game, and I'm going to be honest with you, I expect another offensive shootout. I mean, both teams averaging over 40 points a game coming into the football game. I mean, we know the Newport Hound offense scores at will, and we know that looking back at Harding, even though the conference, I mean, they play in a weaker conference, some would say, but I don't care. You're 11-0. You're 11-0. It doesn't matter who you play. They have to come out every Friday night and win, and they've done that every Friday night they played this year. So I expect to see a high-scoring football game. Ben
Black, Coach Hansley said on the Facebook Live show, the Fathead Pizza Facebook Live show, that the one thing he expected out of his kids just to do their best, play hard, play the best they could possibly play. That's all you can ask.
That's all you can ask, and it's reasonable to expect that from your players. You know, you've gone into you come in early in the spring and you work and you work and you work to get to this point right here in the playoffs, and it's survive and advance at this point, David. You just got to go out every Friday night and try to win one game like we've done all year. We just want to go 1-0 tonight. This football game puts me in the mindset of 2006 at Pocahontas. I believe it was the second round. Pocahontas was a heavy favorite. They were undefeated, 10-0. They had to bye in the first round of the playoffs. We go to their place after them beating us week 3. And
pretty handily at home.
Yes, took care of us pretty handily at home. And nobody gave Newport much of a chance then, and I don't know how many people are giving us much of a chance now, but they're going to give us 48 minutes to play. And as Hayden said, Harding is 11-0, and anytime you're undefeated in the regular season and you get to continue your season to the postseason, you're a threat. And we're just going to have to come out and execute, play Greyhound football, and just give it all. Like Coach Hansley said, if they leave it all on the field, that's all you can ask for.
Well, the Hounds will get the opportunity to receive the football and get their offense on the field on the first possession. I guess Harding won the toss and deferred. I want to remind everybody that the schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by the school boards and the administrators of these schools, and they've helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. We're about 2 minutes away from game time, and Hayden expects an offensive shootout, and Coach Hansley just wants us to play well. Ben said it's going to be a lot of offense tonight. I think when you look statistically at both of these clubs, you say it's going to be an offensive game, and both teams are going to go up and down the field.
Absolutely, and both defensive coordinators have got their hands full tonight with the explosiveness from both offenses. A little different style. Harding likes to throw the ball a lot. You'll see a lot of them slinging. I mean, I believe Brian talked about quarterback had 45 touchdowns coming in tonight and only throwing 4 interceptions. And the Hounds typically do it on the ground. They've been a ground team. They will throw the football when need be, but typically they've had so much success when the run game they hadn't had to throw the ball.
Football game, pregame show brought to you by Arkansas Steel Associates at 2803 Van Dyke Road, 523-3693, and WRMC Medical Complex Newport, 2200 Malcolm Avenue, Suite A, where they have cardiology, general surgery, obstetrics, gynecology, orthopedic care, wound care, you name it, cardiac rehab, imaging services, laboratory work, pain management, physical therapy, the White River Health Systems, the care you need, where you need it, where and when you need it. Hounds will send their offensive return team on, and it's a known fact that if you kick it deep to Theron Davis, you got a chance to give up points, and you certainly don't expect Harding to kick the football deep to the Greyhounds, but you also got to look out for an onside kick here early.
And you don't want to kick an onside kick either. I mean, Chris Reynolds made that apparent last week, returning an onside kick. Everybody on the kickoff return team is a threat to taking the distance, so I'm excited to see what Harding's going to do to keep it out of their hands.
You almost have to kick it out of bounds just to stop the explosiveness of the Newport offense.
We're just about ready to go with the play-by-play in tonight's football game here at Harding. It ought to be a dandy. Winner advances. The loser checks in their equipment Monday. Here we go. Here's Hayden Schultz with the play-by-play.
And a pooch kick to Monquel Cox around the 23. Monquel Cox trying to get outside. Monquel breaking a few tackles. Monquel will finally be brought down around the 41-yard line.
Was a good return there by Monquel. The Hounds look to set up shop close to the 40-yard line, maybe at the 41. And we're underway, Hayden Schultz.
Eli Alcorn getting the start back at the quarterback position, was out last week due to a shoulder injury. Cleared him Monday, and he's practiced all week. Eli been a big contributing factor to the Hound offense. 1st and 10 for the Hounds from the 41-yard line. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Davison at the tailback. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw on 1st down. He's got Clemmy Alcorn wide open across the 40. Clemmy Alcorn sticking his head down, and will finally be brought down around the 33-yard line. Good toss and catch there from Alcorn to Alcorn.
Well, that's a huge start there for the Hound offense, something we hadn't seen a lot this year, Hayden, because we've been on the ground. I love to see it. To hurry up, here we go.
Hounds hurry up to the line. Mark Hinsley not wasting any time. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. He's going to throw it out to Theron Davis. Theron Davis has got a little room. Theron Davis across the 20, and will finally be out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 13-yard line. Hounds moving the ball here quickly.
Nice little swing pass out to Theron. Had a great job from Biggers out here, holding his man up and giving Theron some room to operate.
2 Greenway Equipment Company first downs on 2 plays.
With the perimeter blocking for the Newport Greyhounds out at the wide receiver position has been the best that I've seen in a long time. Empty backfield for Alcorn. Here's the snap. He's going to roll out to his right, looking to throw. He's going to throw it to Chris Reynolds, and Chris Reynolds will catch the football. And they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line. Chris Reynolds.
11:29 to go. We still have no score. The Hounds are going in the hurry up, and it looks that they're going to mark the ball just shy of the 5-yard line.
Hounds chunking that peel.
Chunking it, baby. Something that I don't believe anybody expected to see this early. But I love to see it.
2nd and 2 from the 5. Here's the snap. We're going to give it to Davis up the middle. Theron Davis gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
Huge run by Theron Davis up the middle. First time the Hounds put the football on the ground tonight. Just take the ball down the field, and looks like it's just easy. They made it look easy there. 11:26 to go. Hounds lead at 6-0 over Harding as we await the Clemmy Alcorn extra point.
Keeney to snap, Reynolds to hold, Alcorn to kick, and it is off the upright and no good, but the Hounds still lead here 6-0 with 11:26 to go in the first quarter.
Greyhounds covered some real estate. Brought to you by Bratcher Real Estate, another Bratcher Real Estate touchdown presented by Bratcher Real Estate at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. Mary Reed, the principal broker at 832 Malcolm Avenue at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson, and Amanda Reynolds and Carol Ann Young, Lauren Sampson, agents there, saying congratulations, the great year that the Hounds are having, and good luck the rest of the way, and we hope we call Bratcher's name a lot tonight. Hounds with an early lead, penalty flag on the field.
Little extracurricular there on the extra point.
Had the personal foul call against the Wildcats. It looked like they shoved a guy late after the extra point try. Harding, a team that prides themselves on not getting penalties. I mean, they're a very sound football team. We've seen it on film.
Yeah, very disciplined team.
A lot of times that can come from frustration early in a football game.
I'm sure they weren't expecting us to go 5-6 plays there and go down there and score as quick as we did, but we did.
And I'm glad we did.
And it appears we're going to have us a shootout.
Yeah, there'll be lots of scoring tonight. Of course, DJ right here.
DJ, who has the potential to kick it to the end zone, and it's a First Community Bank kickoff. And they'll field it around the 2-yard line looking for a return. Wildcats, big block and big stick right there. I believe we got Chris Young, C.J. Young. That kid is kamikaze on the kickoff team.
Boy, he's lethal, isn't he?
Well, we'll be looking for a bad boy mowers collision of the week, and CJ has been awesome on the kickoffs running down. Here comes the high-potent, high-powered Harding Academy offense. They've been unstoppable on the year, simply unstoppable.
Let's see how they match up against the Mad Dog defense. 11:19 to go.
1st and 10 from their 21-yard line. Empty backfield for the Wildcats. Here's the snap. They're going to give it on an end around. He's got a little room, and Theron Davis is there and then misses him, and he'll finally be brought down around the 37-yard line on a little end around.
They're going to pull out all the stops here, Hayden. You could expect the unexpected.
Yeah, number 5 is a
Stone Sheffield.
Yeah, he is a bread and butter guy in this offense running the football. He's a dandy.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 37. Dead count. Hounds don't fall for.
Clock just under 11 minutes to go. Hounds lead it 6-0 over Harding.
Here's the snap. We do have a flag.
Appears to be on the Greyhounds.
Get the Hounds on it offsides. Move the ball up to the 42-yard line. Hounds have to be mistake-free as possible when you play a team like Harding. 1st and 5 from the 42-yard line for the Wildcats. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Be brought down just short of a first down. Stone Sheffield on the carry. Clemmy Alcorn in on the tackle with a host of Greyhounds.
10:30 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds lead it 6-0 over Harding.
2nd and short is one of those opportunities for Harding to try to go deep.
Trips to the bottom for the Wildcats. Appears man coverage across the board for the Hound defense. Here's the snap. Harding looking to take a shot. Throws it over the middle. Theron Davis is there. Theron Davis defending the pass and was all over him. Didn't have anywhere to go with it.
What a stop by Theron Davis there to get in there and deflect that ball. Just great defense by the Hounds there. 10:03 to go. Clock will stop on the incomplete pass. Hounds lead it 6-0 over the Harding Academy Wildcats.
Jagger Robinson in at the nose tackle, and the two defensive ends, Justin Simmons, Tyler Johnson, C.J. Young, Clemmy Alcorn at the inside linebackers.
Expect 5 to carry the football here.
3rd and 1 from the 46. Low snap, quarterback handles it, and he's going to stick his head down and try to get a first down and breaks the tackle and does. Theron Davis is going to bring him down around the 45-yard line. First down, Wildcats.
Well, not a design run there, just a low snap, and the quarterback just takes it up the middle for what he can get, and it is enough for a Harding Academy first down. We've got 9:54 to go. Clock continues to move. Hounds lead at 6-0 over Harding.
Fathead Pizza, formerly U.S. Pizza, clean, newly remodeled building, great pizza, salad, sandwiches. Call ahead at 201-1313.
Here comes motion. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Sipes looking to throw. He's pressured by Tyler Johnson, but he's going to get away, and he's looking downfield to throw. Theron Davis is there to bring him down for a big loss right there for the Mad Dog defense.
That's what you want to see. You want to put that guy under pressure. You want to make him scramble, and Tyler Johnson does his job by getting him outside of the pocket, and Theron finishes him off down in the flats.
Well, what coverage in the secondary, because the quarterback could not find an open receiver under pressure, and Theron with a big play, but Clemmy providing the heat early. A loss, and you don't see many losses by this offense.
2nd and 13, moving the ball
9 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
To the 48-yard line. Here's the snap, looking to throw a Sipe. He throws the quick tunnel. C.J. Young misses the tackle, and Clemmy Alcorn to bring him down right around the 37-yard line. Harding moving the ball here.
Yeah, these guys are lethal offensively.
8:41 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds lead Harding Academy 6-0.
3rd and a couple for the Wildcats here from the Hounds 37-yard line. Here's the snap, quarterback rolling. Quarterback keep. C.J. Young is there, and C.J. will bring him down right around the 35-yard line. We'll see where they mark if they have enough for the first.
They're going to move the chains.
They're going to give them the first down. Boy, Sipe just sticking his head down there, the quarterback for the Wildcats. Designed run there, and he just kept it, lowered the shoulder. C.J. Young's there, but just don't come up for a loss. They get the couple they needed. 1st and 10, Wildcats from the 35-yard line.
8 minutes, 18 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Hounds lead it 6-0 over the Wildcats.
Empty backfield once again for Sipe. Here comes motion. They fake. Quarterback Keat breaks the tackle. He's trying to make the guy miss, and Clemmy Alcorn's going to bring him down.
Great job pursuit from Clemmy there, along with 62, Justin Simmons. Give him a couple. Clock just under 8 minutes to go. Hounds lead here in the first quarter 6-0 over the Harding Academy Wildcats.
2nd and 7 from the 32-yard line.
Look at this set.
Got the quad set to the top of your screen. Empty backfield again, but you got to watch 5 down here by himself. Here's the snap. Sipe looking to throw, and he's going to throw it to 5. Sheffield's open and just overthrows him. Monquel Cox and Clemmy Alcorn in the coverage there. Incomplete pass is going to bring up 3rd down and 7, and this is where the Hound defense has been very good all year long.
When the pressure's on, we usually come up big, Hayden Schultz. 7:32 to go. Hounds lead at 6-0 over Harding here. Huge 3rd down in the ball game.
From Newport's 32, 3rd and 7. Harding awaiting the signal from the sideline. Empty backfield again for the Wildcats. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Here's the snap. Snipe looking to throw. He's got time. He's going to throw it over the back corner, and he's got a man. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, that's what these guys do. That's his 50th touchdown pass of the year. Get you in 3rd and long, and it's just, and I say it lethal, and I mean that. These guys just got behind us and throw a touchdown pass, and they made it look easy. They had him open on the play before and overthrew the guy, and they came right back to a similar pattern. And again, 5 makes the catch this time.
And the extra point try is up, and it is good. And the Hounds trail here 7-6 over Harding with 7:27 to go in the first quarter.
Well, I believe it's exactly what everybody expected 3 years ago and didn't get, and I believe we're going to get it tonight. The Little Red River Shootout. The game is on track to be a barn burner, guys.
Norman Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davis and crew, convenient drive-through window, filling prescriptions with generic drugs when possible. Norman and Baker Pharmacy supporting the Newport Greyhound. Sam's Diner, downtown Newport. Lunch served 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Roast beef on Fridays. You talk about some pulled pork on Thursdays, Wednesday hamburger steak, Tuesdays meatloaf. You want a plate lunch, you want a good one, I recommend Sam's Diner in downtown Newport. 42 Sports, Alan Russell, Facebook Media supporting smaller classification football, in-depth reporting on 4A and below. Get on Facebook and like our page. And the Jackson's Funeral Home, our family serving your family, care and comfort in your family's time of need, the Jackson's Funeral Home.
7:27 to go here in the first quarter. Harding leads it with a score of 7-6 over the Hounds as we wait to see who they're going to kick it to.
They're going to kick it away from Cox this time. And ball's on the ground, but it is going to go out of bounds. And they're going to mark it around the 37-yard line. Tristan Griffin buffed. And luckily the ball gets out of bounds, and the Hounds will have good field position.
Catch a big break there, Hayden Schultz, no doubt.
1st and 10 for this Hound offense. From their own 37-yard line.
Hounds came out chunking on their first offensive possession.
Davis in at the tailback, trips to the top of your screen. Here's the snap. We fake to Davis, and Eli's going to keep it himself. Eli trying to get outside. Eli Alcorn will finally be brought down right around the 45-yard line.
They give him close to 9 on that play. Bring up a 2nd down and 2. They're going to give him 8. No, excuse me. It's a 9-yard run there. 7:03 to go. Hounds trail here 7-6 to the Harding Academy Wildcats.
1st and 10 from their 46. Here's the snap, screen. Out to Monquel Cox. Monquel get across midfield. Down to the 49-yard line.
Well-designed play there. Just a little quick snap and hitch to Monquel, and he gets enough for the first down. 6:49 to go here in the first quarter.
Another first down for the Hounds, brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company.
1st and 10. They're just going to give it on a toss to Theron. Theron cutting up. Darren Davis is breaking a few, and Theron Davis will finally be brought down around the 40-yard line, just shy of a first down.
Play designed to go outside. Theron sees something up the middle. He cuts it back, lowers the shoulder, and gets great positive yards there. 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds trying to reclaim the lead.
2nd and a couple from the 41. Empty backfield. Eli looking to throw. Eli just going to keep it. Eli stretching out. We'll see if they mark him for a first down. I believe he does. He does have enough for a first down.
It's another GoGreenway.com first down. Go Greenway Equipment Company, sponsoring each and every first down, brought to you from the Hounds.
They're going to mark him down to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Hounds. Here's the snap. Eli giving to Theron. Theron trying to get outside. Clemmy Alcorn with a big block. Theron cutting up. Theron putting the foot in the ground and making a guy miss. Theron Davis is still on his feet, and finally, ball goes loose, but the Hounds get on it. Monquel Cox is there to recover. Theron Davis doing a little juking and jiving of his own.
Boy, he was getting it right there, wasn't he, Hayden? Just a great job of running, great vision from Theron Davis there. Lost control of the football there at the very end. Don't know if it was a forced fumble, but the Hounds recover. That's another Go Greenway first down, brought to you by Greenway Equipment Company in Newport. 5:59 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds trail 7-6 to Harding as we are trying to reclaim the lead.
They'll mark him down at the 18-yard line, 1st and 10. Empty backfield. Here's the snap. Eli rolling out to his right, looking to throw. Eli is pressured. Eli putting his foot in the ground. Eli, first down and a little bit more. Eli is reaching out for the end zone, and we're going to wait for the signal, and it appears that he is just short. But we will have 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
Concentration right here on this play call. Concentration, get it done, get you 2 yards, and get you 6 points.
Boy, the offensive line's been fighting, battling in the trenches. Gideon Ball, Justin Simmons, Weston Henderson, Jagger Robinson, and Hounds go I for him. Hand it off to Theron Davis. Theron Davis up the middle. Theron reaching out. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
Huge score from the Hounds. That's a big answer there, guys, with 5:37 to play in the first quarter. Hounds lead at 12-7 as we wait and see. Are we going to go for 2, which I would think that we would.
The Hounds have just had very little luck this year trying to get the singles. And you go for 2, and you only have to get half of them. To equal kick in all of them.
Hounds going I for him again. Antoine Hardaway at fullback. Clemmy Alcorn at the tailback. Got some bruisers. Tarwater and Hardaway will shift to the left. Here's the snap. We're going to give it to a toss to Clemmy. Clemmy hitting the backfield. Clemmy Alcorn, 2-point conversion tries, no good. But the Hounds still lead here, 12-7 over the Harding Wildcats.
5:37 remaining in this first quarter of play. Hounds scored twice so far.
Well, it's shaping up here in the first quarter to be what we thought it was going to be. And that's a bunch of points scoring. These guys played Heber Springs to a 50-49 game and trailed most the whole football game and scored and went for a 2-point conversion at the end to win in their non-conference schedule. There's no doubt that these guys can score points, and there's no doubt that the Hounds can also.
Another First Community Bank kickoff at 2525 Malcolm in Newport, Arkansas, where they do online banking the right way. DJ Marshall to kick off for the Greyhounds once again. DJ kicking it deep. Ball be fielded around the 23. Harding looking for a return, trying to get outside now. Great job by Spencer Mullinax to bring him down around the 33-yard line.
Boy, he just came out of nowhere to make that tackle, and it was a great job pursuit by Mullinax there. 5:31 remaining here in the first quarter. Hounds lead at 12-7 over Harding as they set up shop around the 33-yard line.
Seeing a little different strategy play here from the defense. Chris Reynolds going to the corner to guard the big guy that they have. The 6'4" receiver they have at the top of the screen. Two back. Here's the snap fake, and they're going to hand it off up the middle to Sheffield. Sheffield sticking his head down, and there's a big lick. Clemmy Alcorn will bring him down. They're going to give him forward progress all the way up to the 38.
Kid's a hard hitter. He hits the hole hard. He will run over some folks. He can run patterns. He got the touchdown pass just a little bit ago. This guy's a real deal. He's a good football player.
5:08. Clock continues to move here in the first quarter. Hounds lead at 12-7.
2nd and 6 for the Wildcats. From the 38.
Never thought I would see Harding go deliberately.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw. He's pressured. Tyler Johnson once again. He throws it off his back foot, and he's got a guy wide open. He's got Sheffield. Sheffield's a foot race, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, he just got lost in the secondary. Somebody gave up on him. And that's what these guys can do. They can score quickly. Took them 1 minute and 2 seconds to put points on the board.
See if the Hounds bring pressure here to block the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it's good, and the Wildcats lead here 14-12 over the Greyhounds. Already got a little higher scoring game than the last time we came down here.
White River Area Agency on Aging at 1200 Highway 367 North, next to Glass Plus there in Newport. Care coordination. We provide assistance in understanding how senior care works. Several community programs. We have a certified home care assistants working directly under a registered nurse. If you need our services or know someone who does, please give us a call at 523-4982. The Mark Hansley Report brought to you by Subway in the Walmart Supercenter, and the George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game at the conclusion of the broadcast. We'll be looking for a Bad Boy Mower Collision of the Week. And Ben Black's Lawn Care and Sprinkler Systems. And
grass planting,
and
dirt work, gravel hauling,
and
backhoe service, septic clean out, anything you need, we can do it.
Ben Black's the man. 512-8429.
And here's the kick, and they'll go again. Biggers is going to field it around the 29-yard line. Biggers has got a little hole. Biggers will finally be brought down right around the 44-yard line. Once again, great field position for the Hounds.
Yeah, you always want to set up shop around midfield, Hayden. I would take it every time. 4:31 to go. Hounds trailing the ball game, 14-12. As we look to answer the Wildcat offense.
Trips to the bottom of your screen, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. They're going to throw the quick one to Donovan. Donovan Biggers trying to fight, and Donovan will finally be brought out of bounds around the 47.
See a little yellow flag on the field. We'll see what that is. Holding Newport. Not the way you want to start your drive, but you're just going to have to overcome that one, guys.
Well, you just simply can't hold. I mean, that's the bottom line. They've called us all year for holding, and you get out there, and if you grab a guy, they're going to call it. If you don't hold, they won't call it.
1st and 20 from the 34. Here's the snap. We have a flag. And it appears it's going to be a false start against the Hounds. Hounds going the wrong way here. Well, you just got to settle down right here, Greyhound offense, and get rolling.
Yep, just settle back in your groove and go back to work. 4:25 to go. Hounds trail here to Harding, 14-12.
1st and 25, 26 maybe.
All the way back to the 29-yard line. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli's got time. Eli airs one out, but Chris Reynolds is tripped up, and Harding will pick it off around the 33-yard line. Chris Reynolds is going to bring him down. They're going to mark him up to the 45-yard line.
Late flag coming in from the White Hat here.
I believe the pass was intended to Chris Reynolds, and Chris got tangled up right around midfield, and ball just sails, and Harding picks it off as we try to sort out the penalty. And a personal foul against the Wildcats.
Makes you feel a little better about it.
Well, the Hounds have 3 offensive plays there, tried to run 3 offensive plays, and all 3 of them were negative for them. They got a holding call, then they had a man in motion, then they throw a pick. Now we got to have some stops defensively here.
Yeah, you put the pressure on the defense, which, hey, I believe this group of kids, they play well under the pressure, so here we go.
1st and 10 from the 30. Here's the snap. Sipe looking to throw. He's pressured once again. Tyler Johnson throwing out of bounds. Pass intended to Sheffield. Caden Johnson in on the coverage. Tyler Johnson been in the backfield often here early in the football game.
Yeah, he's rushing that quarterback, forcing him outside of the pocket, forcing him to make throws on the run. Not his forte.
2nd and 10 from the 30 for the Wildcats. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Throwing the fade route. And he's going to catch it, but we do have a flag. It is a pass interference against the defense.
We come back to the line of scrimmage, mark off 15 yards, and that gives them field position back up near the 45-yard line, so negating a first down incompletion. Going to be a lot of points scored here tonight. Somebody's going to have to make some stops like Harding did.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 45-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Throws a quick slant over the middle. He's got a man. He'll be brought down right around the 45-yard line. They'll move the chains again. 1st and 10.
Harding doing what they do, throwing the football, having some success here. 3:57 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds trail.
Wildcats going quick. Quarterback keep. Now he puts his foot in the ground and tries to get what he can, and he'll be brought up down to around the 42. Tyler Johnson in on the tackle.
Clock moving, 3:42 to play first quarter, 14-12. The Hounds trail here. Harding on the move.
2nd and 7 from the 42. Wildcats awaiting the play call from the sideline.
Back out of the backfield this way. There he is.
Here's the snap. Sipe looking to throw, and that's who he throws it to. Donovan Biggers in the coverage, and Donovan knocking it away to bring up 3rd down and about 7.
Great job by Biggers there, just floating in space and keeping his eyes on the quarterback and making a play on that football. 3:12, clock will stop. 3:12 to play here in the first quarter. 14-12 Harding.
The back there, he scoots up a couple of yards, and it's like you kind of seen getting closer to the line of scrimmage. That way he can break out, and David calls it from the booth.
Good call, D-Black.
He beat his first guy. We just had help over the top.
3rd and 7. Empty backfield for Sipe. He's looking to throw. He's got a man open at the sticks, and it's going to come up incomplete through his hands. And it appears Harding will bring on the punt team, so the defense does get the stop they need.
We definitely need one, and after the Hounds had an offensive possession where not much happened.
When the pressure's on this Mad Dog defense, they come up big and have all year long. I like this group.
Harding electing to pin us deep here.
Watch a long count, even just an audio cadence. You can't jump on 4th down and 7 to make it 4th and 2.
Theron Davis deep for the Hounds. High snap, and it's over his head. He's going to pick it up around the 24-yard line. He's going to just try to punt it, and he does get it off in a tremendous punt, and it's going to roll inside the 20 down to around the 15-yard line. Give credit to that guy.
Miracle type play there, just unbelievable. Ball sails 15 yards, 20 yards over his head. He tracks it down back to the 20, boots it back to the 20. Just excellent job. Give them credit just recovering on that play. Hounds set up shop inside their own territory here. About the 15-yard line. 2:52 to go. Hounds trailing 14-12 to Harding.
You got to have positives.
1st and 10 for the Hounds. Here's the snap. We're going to give it to Davis up the middle. Theron Davis fighting for extra yards. Theron will finally be brought down. They'll mark him around the 17. Up to the 18.
Clock moving, 2.5 to play here in the first quarter. The Wildcats lead the Greyhounds 14-12. We've had 2 defensive stops, one by Harding on an interception, one by the Hounds on a punting situation.
2nd and 7 for the Hounds. From the row 18. Eli rolling out left. Eli looking to throw. He's going to throw it, and he's got Isaiah Kendall open it. Isaiah Kendall makes a big grab, and Isaiah Kendall will finally be brought down around the 22-yard line. The 9th grader, we talked about it in the Facebook Live, coming up big there and snatching on a defender.
Isaiah Kendall with defenders around him. Man in his face, ball. The defender had his hands all over the ball, and he comes up big with a huge catch to flip the field for the Greyhound offense.
He did it all year long in junior high, now getting the opportunity to do it on Friday Night Lights. And what a big one, Isaiah Kendall. 1st and 10 for the Hounds. Here's the snap. We're going to give it to Davis. Davis getting outside, putting his foot in the ground. Theron Davis breaking a tackle. Theron Davis reaching out. Touchdown Greyhounds.
Huge score there. Big answer by the Hound offense. And Hayden Schultz played the drive, obviously. Isaiah Kendall down here just passed from Eli Alcorn. Unbelievable catch. Minute 49 to go. Hounds take the lead. It's been back and forth in this contest. 18-14 now as we await the 2-point try.
Seeing a lot of different things that Hinesley hasn't had to call as far as conference games. Hadn't seen him call a lot of the tunnel screens, and hadn't seen a lot of the fade route right there. Isaiah, I mean, we pretty much just had to run the football to be successful. And we get a timeout here on the 2-point conversion. Going to talk about it a little bit. We're throwing the football, and I don't think Harding expected it. And we talked about it in the broadcast. We're just a running team. We always have been. That's what Newport is. You go back and look at the history books. We got the best running backs in the state year in and year out, and it looks like we're going to throw the football.
We're throwing that rock. Theron Davis, now correct me if I'm wrong, that's his 3rd touchdown of the night. He got 6 last week. We had some questions about whether he got 5 or 6. He got 6, and he's got 3 tonight. Is that correct? All 3 of them? Theron. Big play by Isaiah Kendall, and give Eli credit for a great toss.
Oh, what a pass.
He just threw it to where nobody could catch it except Kendall.
That gets Theron Davis to 30 touchdowns this year.
Wow. Stats
Hounds
provided by our good friend from River Country,
Brian Underwood.
Hounds trying to take a 6-point lead here.
Here's the snap. We're going to give it to Davis up the middle. Theron nowhere to go on the 2-point conversion try, but the Hounds still lead 18-14 with 1:49 to go in the first quarter.
Well, we thought shootout. We have a shootout, ladies and gentlemen, 18-14. Hounds covering some real estate. Bratcher Real Estate won. Mary Reed, Lauren Sampson, Carol Ann Young, and Amanda Reynolds. Malcolm Avenue in Newport. So the Hound kickoff team, and we'll watch C.J. Young go down and see if he'll hit somebody.
I guarantee you will.
Well, let me tell you about his daddy. His daddy, Chris Young, and back in the day, and of course Chris will probably tell you this today, he was as good as, if not the best, defensive back that's ever played in Newport, Arkansas. He was a dandy, and he was a headhunter. And CJ looks like he takes right after
It appears that he's going to do the same. Another First Community Bank kickoff. Go see Billy Keedy and crew at 25-25 Malcolm in Newport, Arkansas. DJ Marshall to kick off for the Hounds. DJ low kick, and it's going to be finally fielded around the 17-yard line. Sheffield looking for a return, and it'll finally be brought down around the 39.
Not much there on the return as the Hound kickoff team closes him in. Comes up with a stop. Minute 44 to go. Hounds lead the ball game by a score of 18-14, 4-point lead.
Coming into the football game, you knew 2 and 5 and 17 were going to be tremendous for the Wildcats. And right now, 5, Sheffield got both touchdowns for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 from the 34. Give it to him on a toss. Sheffield trying to get outside, now cutting up. Sheffield sticking his head down. Clemmy Alcorn will bring him down right around the 41-yard line. Gain of about 7.
Minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Hounds lead at 18-14 over Harding. Need another big stop here for the Hound defense.
Well, Chris Reynolds is just going with 2 wherever he goes. They try to put him in the slot. They try to switch him on both sides, and Chris Reynolds goes with him on 2nd and 3 here from the 41. Here's the snap. Sipe looking to throw. Hounds don't bring pressure, only bring 3. Sipe looking to throw still. Throws it and believes the ball hit the ground, and that's what they'll call. Chris Reynolds in on the coverage.
It's awesome.
He's with 2.
Like glue.
Like glue.
I like that, brother.
Clock under a minute, and it will stop on the incomplete pass. 56.6 to go here in the first quarter, and we've had over 28 points scored in the first quarter.
The kid jogs over, Chris jogs over. I mean, he's with him, and he's going to be with him the entirety of the football game. 3rd and 3 here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, 32 total for the.
Got to watch 5 here out of the backfield. He takes a step up. Here's a snap, sight, quarterback, keeper, and then throwing it to 20. And he's going to be brought down around the 48-yard line. Great play call there by the Wildcats. Looked like a design run and had a little RPO of their own.
Yeah, just a well-called play. They had our defensive back commit to the run and left a guy open in space, and they just made a good toss and catch. 48 seconds. Clock continues to move here in the first quarter.
1st and 10 from the 48 for the Wildcats. Here's the snap. They're going to fake. Sipe looking to go. Sipe will be brought down. Gain of about 2. Up to midfield.
Tackle made there by number 50, Kevon Dixon, and looked like number 44, Tyler Johnson, in there on the stop. Clock under 25 seconds.
We'll see if Harding elects to.
I believe they're going to run it out. They look like they're going to try to run a play.
We're under 5. Empty backfield. Sipe looking to throw. Sipe finally is going to escape the pocket and throw, and he's got a man open across the 28-yard line. And he's going to stitch out for the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats to end the first quarter. Harding goes up 20-18 over the Greyhounds as we await the extra point.
Just been back and forth all night, and I expect it to be that way throughout the contest.
Need 6 touchdowns, 3 apiece for both clubs. Just in the first quarter. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is up. And it is good, and the Wildcats lead here 21-18 over the Greyhounds.
Well, at the rate we're going to have to score one more touchdown than they do to be even. We're down by 3 because of our extra points not being able to get those. But we knew coming in that Harding had a a great offense. And let me tell you what, when you have the time to throw like Sipe has had, he's got all the time in the world. Then those guys get out of their routes and they start creating different routes, and then they run away from who's supposed to be guarding them. And then you've got defensive backs that have to come up, maybe try to protect the area in the flats, and they just lose a guy, and they just, when you can block like they have and keep us out of the backfield and have all time to throw, you're going to complete a lot of passes.
Well, obviously they've done that all year, David. Just with the success they've had throwing the football statistic-wise, their O-line does a pretty good job protecting that quarterback.
MPOC Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic, White River Health Systems, committed to providing the best possible care, utilizing the latest innovations in surgical and non-surgical bone and joint care. Dr. J.D. Allen, Dr. Jeff Angel, Dr. Dylan Carpenter, Dr. Wesley Greer, and Chad Grady, APRN, Josh McIntosh, APRN, at MPOC Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic in Batesville. It was an exciting first quarter. Harding comes out on top of that quarter, 21-18, 3 scores apiece for each team. 1 turnover. That's the Hounds throwing an interception. And then 1 hold. The Hounds holding on downs and forcing a punt.
The Wildcats with another squib kick, and it's just going to go out of bounds around the 31-yard line.
I believe that shows you the respect these guys have for our deep guys, knowing that they're a threat to go the distance every time they touch the football.
I guarantee you they watched film and seen the kickoff return team that we have and the weapons that we have. And
I mean, who do you kick it to? Chris Reynolds took one onside kick for a touchdown. Now, who do you kick it to?
That's a good question, Ben.
You kick it to the out-of-bounds man.
And they'll make them re-kick? Ainsley wants them to kick it to him.
Well, that's interesting to say the least.
A 5-yard penalty, back them up to the 35, and they'll redo the kick.
Kick to the other side. It's an onside kick.
Through Chris Reynolds' hands, the ground's on the football.
Harding got it.
And Harding got the football.
Well, the Hounds gamble to make them kick it again, and the guys come back to an onside kick, and they get the momentum swing that they were looking for.
Harding will have the football around the 44-yard line.
Perfectly executed onside kick after the Hounds elected to not take the football at the 40-yard line. Come on, defense.
1st and 10. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Sheffield up the middle. And he will be brought down.
Hounds the ball's on the football. Turnover on downs.
They give Clemmy Alcorn the football. He's already marked it from the far sideline. Newport has the football.
Yeah, one of the officials marked it. Now the white hat's going to come in here, and anytime they discuss it,
it's never good.
It's never good for us.
Well, they had not blown him down. He was standing up when the ball came out. There we go.
Hound football.
Hound football. That is huge, huge for the Hound, the Greyhound football team here, to force a turnover right here after the big onside kick recovery from Harding.
Well, it was a tremendous momentum swing because the Hounds had the football in great field position. They elected to let them kick it again. They gambled. They won the gamble, and we get it right back, and that is absolutely huge.
1st and 10 from the Hounds from their own 41. Here's the snap. We're going to give it to Davis. Davis up the middle. Theron will finally be brought down around the 44.
11:37 to go here in the second quarter. Clock continues to move. Hounds trail 21-18 to Harding. in what has shown to be a barn burner, Hayden.
2nd and 7. From their 44-yard line. Davis still in at tailback. Here comes motion with Alcorn. Fake. Eli's avoiding pressure. Eli got it a little time. Eli finally getting out of bounds and actually getting a couple.
Tremendous athletic ability on that young man's part. Under pressure in the backfield and just takes it around the end like it's effortless.
Get us up to the 47, 3rd down and about 4 here for the Hounds.
11:05 to go here in the first half.
Big play in the football game here. Empty backfield for Eli. Here's the snap. Eli rolling out to his right, looking to throw. Here comes a flag, and Eli's going to look, and Eli's just going to fight and get across midfield up to the 49-yard line, but we believe we have a holding penalty. And that's what they signal. And they'll mark it from the 45 and back us up to the 35. So 3rd down and long here for the Hounds. Got to get 16. And we'll see what Mark Hinesley calls here on 3rd down and long. From the 34. Cox in at the tailback. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli finding time. Eli rolling out. Eli throws to Theron. It's going to come up incomplete pass. And the Hounds will have to punt here.
10:29 to go here in the first half. Hounds trailing 21-18 to Harding.
You get a 3rd and 5. You make a good play. You hold. You just, it's those, I guess they're physical errors. I don't call them mental errors, but those are the errors that you have. You're rolling right, and you get a holding penalty back on the backside. Just some things that you can't have. You have to clean that stuff up.
Will Kitty to snap for the Hounds. Good snap. Colin Hill to punt. Colin. High punt, and it's going to take a Wildcat bounce down to the 47-yard line.
A 12, 13-yard punt.
$10:21 to go here in the first half. Hounds trailing 21-18 to Harding.
Well, Hounds could not take advantage of the turnover. 3 and out.
1st and 10. Here comes motion. Give it on the jet sweep. Trying to get outside. Now cutting up. Have enough for a 1st down. Ty Duggar getting up to the 34-yard line. Down to the 34-yard line in Newport territory. Harding going quick here. 1st and 10. Trips to the top of your screen. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Sheffield, and he's hit by Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson. Big tackle there. No gain on the play.
Robert Turner, your Edward Jones financial advisor, is proud to be a sponsor of Greyhound football. Edward Jones is a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners. You can call 523-8780 or stop by Robert's office at 2802 Stegall Road for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. 9:49 to play first half, 21-18. It's 2nd down and 10. Down in distance really doesn't mean a lot to these guys.
2nd and 10. Empty backfield. Quarterback Keat trying to get outside. He'll run out of bounds around the 31-yard line to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and long, 3rd and 7.
Abel Robinson checking into the ball game.
Third and 7.
Will the Hounds bring a little heat here?
From the 31. Dead play, and the Hounds don't fall for it. Empty backfield for Sipe. He's looking to throw again. Here's the snap. Dropping back, looking to throw. He throws it. It's got a man open. It's going to come up incomplete through his hands, and it appears Harding's going to have to roll the dice here of their own and go for it.
9:25 to go here in the first half. Hayden Schultz, Hounds trailing in the contest, and just a offensive battle so far.
Do the Hounds elect to bring a little heat with their linebackers here? This kid's had all day to throw.
4th and 7. Here's the snap. Sipe looking to throw. Pressured. Throws it incomplete. And the Hound defense bailing them out again. And they'll have the football around the 31-yard line.
Week in and week out, man. The pressure's on this Mad Dog defense, and they come through in big fashion.
Right here you need about a 9-minute and 21-second drive for 6.
Or a 13-second touchdown.
I'll just take 6, guys.
I'll just take 6 anyway we can get it. Both defenses have kind of settled in. Of course, the Newport offense is the only way they've stopped, or Harding to stop them is Newport to kind of stop themselves.
1st and 10 from the 31. There is a flag on the play. I believe we got a false start against the Hounds.
Well, there you go again. You have a dead ball before you even snap the ball. You're getting penalized. You back yourselves up, and it's just not a clean played last couple of 3 offensive series. You put yourselves at a disadvantage instead of 1st and 10, 1st and 15. But let's go. We'll overcome here.
From the 24, Eli rolling out to his right, looking to throw. Eli sees a hole. Eli just sticking his head down. No gain on the play. To bring up 2nd, and they're going to give him 1. 2nd and 14. Excuse me, 2nd and...
He got
the
6.
Gain of 6 there because we had the 5-yard penalty. 8:49 to go here in the first half.
Bring up 2nd down and 9. Here we go.
From the 32. Eli trying to get outside. Eli will finally be pushed out of bounds around the 40-yard line.
Good play call there. So Hounds overcome their 5-yard first down illegal motion penalty. Up to the 46-yard line, another Greenway Equipment Company first down.
8:32 remaining here in the first half. Hounds trailing the ball game momentarily, 21-18.
1st and 10 for the Hounds from the 46. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli's going to throw a bomb. Eli's going to throw it up to Isaiah Kendall, and Isaiah just threw his hands.
Dropped it.
Isaiah there and just can't come down with it. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the 46.
They had tremendous coverage, but Isaiah had an opportunity to catch that football. The coverage was there. It was a great pass by Eli to bring up 2nd down and 10. Move on to the next play.
Davison at the tailback. 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli pressured. Eli escaping. Eli throws a good ball to Chris, and it's going to come up incomplete, and here's a flag.
Either got to be holding on the Hounds or roughing the passer, and I didn't see after he threw the football.
And it's a holding call against the Hounds.
It's just been a the line of scrimmage was at the 45. The holding call was at the 41. They move it from the 45. We'll take that. Second down now and 21. Hounds just can't seem to
string one together.
Timeout, Hounds.
When it's probably a good timeout, Coach Mark Hines got to talk to his guys. Say, guys, you got to quit holding. I mean, if you're going to hold, they're going to call it. I don't know how many holding penalties we've had this year, but that's not an official's problem. That's us holding problem, and we'll get that straightened out. Reminder that Sonic Drive-In for burgers, fries, onion rings, soft drink combinations, milkshake, and check out their entire menu at sonicdrivein.com. Try to get their app, Sonic Drive-In app, and the Sonic app you can order your stuff. You can get discounts there. They send you discounts day to day, or you can call your order in at 523-2440. They'll have that order ready for you. Sonic Newport. Game also brought to you by Arkansas State University Newport. Think of ASU Newport as your guide on a life-changing journey, and we take pride in keeping overall costs low and standards very high. You know, they have lots of different types of programs, including the EMT and paramedic programs now offered. The EMT is a one-semester program, and you're looking for new students as we speak. The EMT program at Arkansas State University. Second down and 21. You don't try to get it all back right here, but you just try to get at least where you get a manageable third down play. It was 21-18 at the end of the first quarter, and that's where we are now.
From their own 35, Eli rolling out to his left. Eli now cutting back to his right. Eli Alcorn putting his foot in the ground. Eli will be brought down right around the 40-yard line.
Eli taking nothing, making something of it there. Third down and long for the Hounds. Clock under 8 minutes to go here in the first half.
Third and 16. Yeah, the only thing that's really stopped the Hounds tonight has been the Hounds.
The great ones find a way, David Black.
They do.
Third and 16 from their own 40. Here's the snap. Pitch to Theron. Theron was going to look to throw. Now Theron's going to roll. Theron Davis trying to get outside. Theron has nowhere to go, and Theron Davis will be brought down for a loss back to the 39-yard line, and the Hounds will have to punt.
Yeah, they missed a holding call in the secondary. Just grabbed one of our guys, but that's part of it. Hounds will have to punt. 7-10, clock moving, trailing 21-18. Harding will get the football back. Had a lot of pressure last time when we tried to punt. Only got like a 12-yard punt away. Pressure came from the top of the screen. Let's see what happens here.
Will Kitty to snap for the Hounds. Good snap. Colin Hill to punt. High punt for Colin. It'll hit around the 40. And it'll be finally marked down around the 39-yard line.
6:41 to go. Hounds trailing the football game 21-18 to the Harding Academy Wildcats.
It's a 20-yard punt. 6:49. Ben mentioned, 21-18 in favor of these guys. And been a lot of defense here all of this quarter. No scoring yet.
First and 10 from the 39. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Sheffield on the end around. Sheffield is going to be hit and out of bounds around the 47-yard line.
He's a good player.
A lot of mouthing going on down here from the Harding sidelines.
And the Newport kids also.
Chippy game, could be. 6:36 to go here in the first quarter. First half.
From the 46. Here's motion. They're going to give it to him. On the end around once again. C.J. Young will bring him down.
They've had great success with misdirection. They get 6.
Ty Duggar getting the carry on the end around to bring up 2nd and 4 from the 40-yard line.
Duggar with 61 receptions coming into tonight. Clock moving. We're at the 6-minute mark. First half action.
Here's the snap, quick handoff to Sheffield up the middle. C.J. Young will finally bring him down around the 33. First and 10, and the Wildcats moving here quickly. Kevon Dixon checking into the ball game with a nose tackle. Antoine Hardaway checking in for Clemmy. First and 10, fake, sight keeping, and then throwing it. I believe that's a forward pass. Appears he went across the 33-yard line.
Yeah, it should have been a penalty.
And threw it forward. They're going to mark him down at the 30 to make up 2nd and 7.
I don't know, guys. I
Should
can't
have been
tell.
an illegal forward pass and lost it down. We'll give them 3. 4:55, clock moving here in the first half. We trail by 3, 21-18.
2nd and 7. Handed off to Sheffield up the middle, tripped up at the line, and finally be brought down right around the 24-yard line, just shy of a first down.
He runs the ball hard.
4:37 to go. Clock continues to move here in the second quarter. Hounds trail 21-18 to Harding.
3rd and 1 here.
See if they elect to go up to the top.
Fake the handoff, Sipe keeping himself. Sipe's hitting the backfield and then finally be brought down.
Had him stopped for a loss. Second effort will give him enough that he's near a first down, and it is a first down. That's just second effort by Sipe.
Get him down to the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 Wildcats.
Hound defense got to make a stop here, Ben Black.
Need a big stop here. No doubt about it, D. Black.
Clock under 4 minutes here in the first half.
.25-second clock down to 5. These guys are running clock.
Low snap, and Sipe has to keep it himself. And he's got a little room, and he's going to walk in the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats.
On a busted play.
Not what the Greyhound defense wanted to see there, but we knew it was going to be a shootout. We knew there was going to be a lot of points scored. That's the first score, I believe, of the second quarter. So can the Hounds answer with 3:38 to go in the first half of play?
Puts them up a couple of scores. Not touchdowns, but at least.
Good snap, good hold, beautiful kick, and it is good. And the Wildcats lead here 28-18 over your Newport Greyhounds.
Well, 4 touchdowns for those guys, 3 touchdowns for the Hounds, and the other 3 points in the football game is the difference in their kicking the 3 extra points and the Hounds not getting any. But it just, it's going to be an offensive game, 28-18. 28's not going to win this football game, I can assure you. The Hounds have just got to quit shooting themselves in the foot offensively and having penalties that just makes the drive unacceptable. They just can't overcome the penalties. And you got to think, right, what will Harding do right here? Will they try to kick it out of bounds again? If they do, will we make them kick it again? Will they kick it deep? I don't think they're going to kick it deep, but I think they may onside kick again, because their defense is playing spectacularly well so far this quarter. That's what high school is all about. High school football is all about right here.
That's what it's all about, D. Black. Just back and forth and 2 great teams going at it.
You bet.
And they'll kick a high kick out of bounds right around the 23-yard line.
See what the Hounds elect to do here.
Here's the offense coming out and take the football to 35.
3:38 to go in the first half. Hounds trail 28-18.
Such an important drive right here because Harding gets the football to start the second half. Hounds need to put points on the board here.
You have to score here, David. 1st and 10 for the Hounds from their own 35. Here's the snap. Eli just keeping himself. Eli getting outside. Eli Alcorn will be finally out of bounds around the 42-yard line.
Clock stops with 3:32 to go here in the second quarter. No need to get in any hurry. We just need to put points on the board here.
2nd and 3 from the 42. Bunch set to the bottom. Coxon at the tailback. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli throwing to Clemmy. They're going to say it's incomplete to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Clock obviously not a factor here. 3:27, the clock stops, but the 3rd down and 3 is a factor.
Whether you get the first down or not here, I would think it would be very important not to give up any yards. So if you do have to go for it on 4th, you'll have a 4th and short.
Trips to the top of your screen. Coxon at the tailback. Here's the snap. Wildcats bring pressure, and Eli will be brought down around the 44-yard line, but we have a late flag. It's in the area of holding. We'll see. And a personal foul. Face mask.
Hounds needed that one because they were short of the 1st down.
That's a big time break there for the Greyhound offense. 3:21 to go here in the half.
Hounds have got to take advantage here. Must take advantage.
Bring us up to the 41-yard line. First and 10 for the Hounds. Here's the snap, fake. Eli rolling out. Eli Alcorn pressured. Eli throwing it to Chris. Chris Reynolds catching it around the 33-yard line.
Down to the 33, but not enough for a 1st down.
Good pitch and catch there from Alcorn to Reynolds. Chris Reynolds with his first reception tonight, I believe. Is that his second?
Can't remember.
Had one early in the contest.
First drive.
2nd and a couple for the Hounds. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli pressured once again. Eli doing a little shimmy. Eli's just going to go out of bounds.
Oh, we lose 7.
The Harding defense getting pressure here.
2:29 to go here in the first half. Hounds trail score of 10 points, 28-18.
It was 3rd down and 7. We had it 2nd down and a couple. Went backwards on that one. I think Harding may want a timeout. Kind of discuss this big play coming up right here. And guys, this is a huge play in the football game.
Well, if you're Mark Hinesley and crew, you need to score here because, like you said, David, the Wildcats do get the football in the second half, and you want to trim this deficit. If you can get 6 and then get the 2 and cut this lead down 28-26 and then have the defense come out and get a big hold, and then you go score again, then you like your chances.
Well, 3rd down and 7, so you would think, I mean, you're at the 37-yard line. You got a couple of plays right here. Theron hadn't touched the football much here recently. We'll see what happens. Farmers Tire Mart, tires for cars, trucks, tractors, trailers, ATVs, lawnmower. You need tires, we've got them. And they do auto service, including oil changes at Farmers Tire Mart in Newport. Bank of England Mortgage Company, Kenny Thaxton. He's the senior loan officer there. Yeah, what does that mean? He's the guy who's in charge. He and Sally Long will take care of all of your lending needs at the Bank of England Mortgage Company in the Newport Village Mall. 3rd and 7 and a big play coming up right here, guys.
12's got to come out, so he's got some blood maybe, bleeding. And they got to send somebody. There they go. Snap it, baby. Let's roll.
3rd and 7 for the Hounds. Empty backfield. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli. He's got Chris Reynolds open and just underthrows, and it is picked off, and he'll be brought down around the 25. Had Chris there running and trying to throw one deep and just underthrows it. And Harding will have the football.
And now you got to make a stop here, guys.
Boy, had the right play call there. You had him open.
It's just football, guys. It's just football. 2:21 to go. Hounds trail 28-18 to Harding as they take over inside their own territory.
I expect Harding to throw here for maybe the first couple of downs and then run some clock. I only got one timeout remaining in the half.
Look at the bottom of the screen.
Here's the snap. They're going to hand it to Sheffield off the middle. Sheffield, it's a foot race. And he's across the 30 to the 20 to the 10. Touchdown Wildcats on one play.
He's a playmaker for the Wildcats. He is a playmaker. 34-18 in favor of the Wildcats here.
2:11 to go here in the second quarter. It's been all Wildcats here in the second.
Snap, holding, kick, and it is good. And the Wildcats lead it here 35-18 over your Newport Greyhounds.
Well, Hayden, we knew it was going to be a high-scoring contest. We knew both offenses are lethal and could score on any play. Harding proves it there. Just not exactly the way the Hounds wanted it to go this first half, but, hey, there's a lot of football left. We just got to keep plugging, keep executing the game plan, and go in at half, maybe make some adjustments and come back out and just get after them.
Now it's crucial that you have to score here with 2:11 remaining in the first half. You don't think the Hounds are just going to go into half trailing?
Well, adversity has hit.
We'll see what Harding does. You never know. They might try to onside kick here.
Boy, you never know, Hayden. Expect the unexpected from these guys. 2:11 remaining here in the first half. Harding leads it 35-18 over the Hounds.
And they'll kick a pooch kick. Fielded around the 26-yard line. Monquel Cox setting up a return. Monquel going backwards. Monquel all the way back to the 14, and now Monquel will finally be out of bounds right around the 24-yard line.
Push forward out of bounds with 2:01 to go here in the first half. Hayden, as you said, it's crucial that the Hounds put points on the board before the halftime. Harding will receive the football at after half in the third quarter, after winning the toss and electing to defer at the start of the contest.
Well, you got to like your chances here if you're a Wildcat. The Hounds just got to keep plugging. And we have a flag. We got a false start against the Hounds. Ball back to the 19-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Hounds. 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pre-snap penalties have been devastating for the Hounds tonight.
Here comes Isaiah in motion. They're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Isaiah Kendall across the 20 and sticking his shoulder down to get to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 9 after the gain of 6.
Minute 52 remaining here in the first half.
Clock stopped because of the out-of-bounds play. We thought the Hounds needed to score a while ago. They definitely need to score here.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Coxon at the tailback. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli pressured. Eli's just going to have to throw it to Theron. And they're going to say it's incomplete to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Clock stops with a minute 46 to go here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 9 for the Hounds. Back deep in their own territory.
Harding rushing 3, covering with 8, and getting pressure.
Third down and 9 here. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli brought down for a sack right around the 11-yard line. And the Hounds will bring on the punt team. And it appears Harding's calling a timeout.
Woo!
Harding using their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And they're wanting to talk a little bit about it, stop the clock. That way they can go score again.
We expect them to get great field position. We've had a 12 and a 20-yard punt. You know, rainy conditions, raining down there on the field, wet conditions. And they had a snap over their punter's head the one time that they lined up to punt. But 36 points against this Hound defense here in the first half. Thirty-five points, my bad.
Colin Hill's going to punt in his own end zone. Will Kitty to snap. Nobody back deep for the Wildcats. Good snap. Colin going to punt it away. It's a high punt again. And it's going to roll up to the 38.
Minute 27 to go here in the second quarter. Harding leading this game 35-18. It's been all Harding here in the second quarter.
Well, you know, their last 2 touchdowns, just a quarterback fumbled the football and he just picked it up and ran it in from about 25 yards out, and then give it to number 5 Sheffield, and he just had a long run. These guys running the football. Hounds got to bowl their back right here.
1st and 10 from the 38. Here's the snap. Sipe looking to throw. There is a flag, and he's going to throw it, and he's got a man open. And incomplete. It was a touchdown if he caught it. And we'll try to figure this flag out.
10 yards behind everybody.
It's in the area of holding. We'll see. And they will call a holding against the Wildcats.
I believe that's the first holding call we've seen from that Harding has had all night.
Hounds got a hold right here.
1st and 22 now from midfield.
1:21 to play in the half. Hounds trail 35-18.
Here's the snap. Sight. Quarterback keep trying to get outside. And it'll be pushed out of bounds at midfield. No gain. Brendan Curry in on the tackle. How about a pick 6 here, Dave?
I'll take that. George Kell Motor Company player of the game, Subway coaches report, and a bad boy mower collision of the week. Winner will be at home. Whether Newport or Harding wins, they will play at home next week.
Here's the snap. Sipe looking to throw. Got to watch 5 here, and he's got him open. Throws it, and he's going to catch it around the 20 and be brought down around the 15-yard line. 5 out of the backfield.
Just have had no answer for that guy all night. Minute 8 to go.
Well, it's just a wheel route. I mean, he lines up in the backfield and he just hesitates for a second, comes around, defensive end, just Harding quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes motion with Duggar. They're going to give it to him on the end around. C.J. Young's going to bring him down. Inbounds, though, so the clock will roll.
Hounds have got to have a stop here to have a chance to win this football game.
Harding to the ball quick, 2nd and 8. Here's the snap, and they'll just spike it. And I believe in AAA that you have to bring the ball to your chest and then throw it. You can't just go straight down. And
Clock will stop nonetheless with 41.5 seconds to go in the second quarter.
3rd and 8. 42 seconds remaining in the first half. Hounds still trail 35-18. Hounds need a big stop once again. Here's the snap. Sipe looking to throw. He's got a man over the middle and just through his hands. He had a guy out open by the front pylon. Sipe just didn't see him. Had a guy open. And it's going to bring up 4th and 8, and it looks like Harding's going to kick the field goal. Ben Sloan to kick. Extra points have looked great. We'll see if he can drill this one. Good snap. Kicks it. It is up, and it is good. And the Wildcats, clock is still running and finally stops. The Wildcats lead here 38-18 over the Greyhounds with 29 seconds remaining in the first half.
Not what we expected in the second half. First quarter lived up to be what we thought it would be, a shootout, and Hounds have just struggled offensively here in the second quarter. And Harding taking advantage of it, now leading the football game by 20 points.
Well, the Hounds were leading 18-14 with 1 play left in the first quarter. And these guys got a touchdown, made it 21-18. And then since that time, they're 17, we're 0. So 24 unanswered. Was that right? That can't be right. 21-18, 17. Yeah, plus the 7. Yeah. 24 unanswered for Harding.
They're going to kick it deep.
Hounds got to get on the ball.
The ball will go into the end zone and be a touchback.
They just saw that we didn't have anybody back there, and you got to have a pretty good leg to kick it into the end zone. They did just that. Hounds will have 29 seconds, trailing 38-18. Ball game's not over, but you got to find a way to stop these guys. These guys are just incredibly good. They're generally mistake-free. They do the RPO. 5 has just been outstanding for them. Sipe has gotten a great job from his offensive line, from a protection standpoint. And the Hounds are having trouble blocking the front 3 of the rush for Harding.
Here's the snap. Eli throwing the quick one to Donovan Biggers. Donovan be brought down around the 27. Clock under 20. Hounds look to go quick. 2nd and about 4. Here's the snap. Eli throwing the quick one to Donovan again. Donovan will have the first down up to the 33-yard line, and the clock will stop with about 5 seconds remaining.
Hounds will take a timeout, and they'll get 1 play here. Just don't want to give them anything cheap. Beauty and the Beast, Friday mornings on River Country 96.7. Amanda Reynolds and Brian Underwood. Friday mornings from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Beauty and the Beast on River Country 96.7. City of Newport Recycling Center. I want to thank David Stewart and City of Newport sponsoring Greyhound football here on Cable Channel 15 TV. Done it for many, many years, and we thank them so. Next time you see the mayor, tell him we said thank you. (38-18) in favor of Harding, the Hounds, with one play.
Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Harding only bringing 3 again and getting pressure. Eli throwing to Chris Reynolds. Chris Reynolds incomplete, and that'll do the first half. Your Hounds trail here to Harding, 38-18.
Second half action is next. Guys, we're here. It was a long halftime. We had a lot of discussion about what we could do to get back in this football game, and obviously the first thing is we got to stop these guys. Kickoff coming up. Here's Hayden.
DJ Marshall to kick off for the Newport Greyhounds. Another First Community Bank kickoff. Online banking done right. Ball is on the ground, and Harding will pick it up and just fall on it around the 31.
Football game brought to you by El Puente Restaurant. You can call in, drive through at 523-2369. Great food. You'll never leave there hungry. Try the fajitas, the fajita taco salad, the fajita nacho supreme. Delicious lunch specials at El Puente. Can the Newport defense get these Hounds back in the football game? You got to have some stops. You got to stop a high-powered offense of Harding Academy, and these guys have been as advertised tonight.
1st and 10 from the Wildcats from their own 31. Got to watch 5 out of the backfield. Sheffield. Here comes motion with Duggar. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Sheffield up the middle. Sheffield's got a big hole. He's across the 50 to the 40. Now to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown Wildcats, first play of the second half.
69 yards, and that guy is a difference maker.
Well, we talked about it at half. David Black, the guy's just a tremendous athlete. And as you call him, a difference maker. There's no doubt about it.
Well, I watched 5 or 6, 7, 8 plays this week on YouTube or whatever, and I watched that kid, and I told Ben, I said, 5 is a difference maker.
Extra point is up, and it is no good. Wildcats still lead 44-18 over your Newport Greyhounds.
Didn't take the guys very long, 13 seconds. And it's 44-18 in favor of Harding, and now you're playing for pride. Put a guy in motion. Hand the ball back off to the weak side, and the guy goes untouched. Give their guys credit in the offensive line, and their wide receivers have done a great job of blocking, and ours always do also. So whatever halftime adjustments that you think you're going to make at halftime, if you're from Newport, you go, well, that didn't work, but let's try to put points on the board. You just got to keep fighting. You just got to keep playing right here.
Just got to keep plugging. That's exactly right. That's football. Got to give credit where credit is due. Harding Academy, just a good group.
They've got an excellent football team, as we do too. We just hadn't been our night.
Wildcats to kick off. And it's going to go out of bounds around the 33. And the Hounds will take the football at the 35-yard line.
Hounds had matched these guys point for point. It was 6-0 Greyhounds. Then it was 7-6 Harding, 12-7 Greyhounds, 14-12 Harding, 18-14 Greyhounds, and then an explosion. Harding made a huge score on the first play, on the last play of the first quarter, make it 21-18.
1st and 10 from the 37. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli throwing to Monquel Cox. Monquel will catch it right around the 44-yard line.
Good toss, good catch by the Greyhounds in. Pretty good protection.
If you're the Hounds, you want any chance of staying in this football game, you have to go score.
Sportsmanship rule in? No.
Here's the snap. Going to throw the tunnel screen to Isaiah. Isaiah Kendall trying to get outside. Isaiah just short of the first down.
Well, Chris Reynolds with an excellent block up there at the top of the screen. Springing Kendall out there to get near a first down. Bring up third down and short with 11:24 to go.
It's a 26-point lead. My math's not real good anymore. Still in the game. You got to score. You got to go score right.
You got to go score.
You got to make a first down here.
3rd and 1 from the 47 for the Hounds. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Here's the snap, but we have a flag.
And again, the Hound offense just out of sync. Instead of a 3rd and 1 here, it's going to be 3rd and 6. It just hadn't been our night offensively. And Coach Hinesley will be the first to admit it. Just too many pre-snap penalties. You get 18 points in the first quarter, and they couldn't stop us. And the only thing that has stopped us tonight is ourselves. Give those guys credit for a couple of picks, a couple of underthrown balls. Great senior group here. Well, lots of players returning.
3rd and 6 from the 42. Eli looks to throw. Throwing it to Theron. Theron Davis putting his foot in the ground. Theron Davis fighting and will get right around the 46.
Well, it's 4th down and a couple.
Had it 3rd down and 1.
Hounds are going to go here.
You got to go.
Yeah, you have to go.
Hounds go quick under center. Here's the snap. Quarterback snake. And Eli. Comes a late whistle, and they're going to mark him dead short of the first down. I didn't hear the initial whistle. Looked like Eli broke free. And it'll be a turnover on downs for the Newport Greyhounds.
Well, the Hounds tried to run a quarterback. Snake tried to go quick, and whether it was a quick whistle or not, we got stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Just give those guys credit. They made a play when they needed to make a play, and the Hounds had to go right there.
10:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Harding takes over inside Greyhound territory.
Here's the snap. They're going to hand it to Sheffield up the middle. Sheffield breaking a tackle and gets in the end zone again, and we had 12 men on the field. And Sheffield up the middle again, touchdown, Wildcats.
Bet he's over 200 yards rushing. Hounds just don't have an answer defensively. Now, these guys came in and, their forte was throwing the football. Man, they've had a ground attack. Just give it to number 5 and let him roll.
The extra point is up. And it is good, and the Wildcats lead here 51-18 over the Newport Greyhounds.
Well, it's a dejected bunch. You give up a couple of scores here.
We do have a flag, have holding against the Wildcats.
Oh, come on, guys. Really? Are you serious? $50-18.
Had to redo the extra point try, and it is good. And Harding now for sure leads 51-18 over the Newport Greyhounds.
Woo! Football game brought to you by Merchants Planters Bank, downtown Newport, Arkansas. St. Michael's Place at 1311 North Pecan Street. And Eye Care RX Pharmacy, locally owned and locally loved, Eric and Katrina Schaffner. Greyhound boosters include Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, Sam Nicholson Farms, Glass Plus located at Highway 367 North, B&T Battery, Lou Allen and Company, the Doyle Family Farms, Fletcher Land Surveying, Brian Smith, Agency Manager, Farm Bureau, the Churchman Building Center, Iberia Bank, Dillinger Funeral Home, Newport Food Mart and Shell Station, Brenda Benish, Modern Woodman of America, Dr. Roger Green and staff at Green Family Practice, Ellis Automotive, Lonnie Hahn, the Pest Detective, and Two Chicks Nursery and Gifts. All Greyhound boosters 51-18 in favor of Harding. That's 33.
A high pooch kick, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Hounds had a third down and short, and then for motion, third down and 7, then on 4th and 2 went for it, didn't make it, and then one play, 5, who has simply been outstanding tonight for those guys. Give these guys credit. Pin their ears back, come right after you.
Ten minutes to go here in the third quarter.
1st and 10 from the 37. Here's the snap. Eli rolling out to his left. Eli looking to throw. He's got Chris Reynolds. Chris Reynolds is hit around the 45-yard line.
Pretty good toss and catch there.
$9:40 to go here in the third quarter.
2nd and a couple from the 45. Here's the snap. Harding bringing pressure again. Going to throw it to Theron. Theron. Be out of bounds around the 46-yard line.
Now sets up another third down and short. Hounds need to convert here. .858, clock moving, third quarter. Hounds trail by 33 points.
Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli throwing to Biggers. Biggers appears to have enough for a first down, but here comes a flag early and then a late flag. Got a holding against the Hounds.
On 3rd and 1, and then the Hounds hold. And the hold is 6 yards or 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. So they'll mark off 10 yards from there. From the spot of the foul.
3rd and 15 now.
Because of where it was, instead of we had 3rd down and 1, instead of 3rd and 11, it's 3rd and 15. 8:30 clock moving.
Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli slings it out to Clemmy. Clemmy Alcorn sticking his head down. Clemmy will be brought down around the 43-yard line. Bring up about 4th and 5 here for the Hounds.
8:09 to go here in the third quarter. Hounds trail 51-18 to the Harding Academy Wildcats.
Hounds are going to go again.
Fourth and 5 for the Hounds in their own territory at the 43. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli throws it. It is picked off. And he's going to go the distance, and it's a pick 6 for the Wildcats.
$57-18.
Gentleman's rule will be in effect here.
Yes, sir, it will. Guys, there's not a lot you can say. There's just not a lot you can say.
Well,
You tip your cap to these guys.
just give them credit. They were the better bunch tonight. I hate it for these seniors. You never want it to end. But as we've talked about for many years, David Black, there comes a time in everybody's career where you walk off the field for the last time.
Extra point is up, and it is good, and the Wildcats lead here 58-18 over your Newport Greyhounds.
Holy smoker rubies. A 44-0 advantage for Harding Academy since the Greyhounds scored with 1:49 to go in the first quarter to make it 18-14. 44-0. And they've done it throwing the ball, they've done it running the ball, they've done it intercepting the ball. They have done it every way that you could possibly do, and these guys will be moving on to the next round, the quarterfinals. We'll name the seniors as we go. Time will run pretty quick once they kick the ball off here.
Pooch kick again. It's
Get
around the 33-yard line. I don't understand what happened there. It could have been a fair catch because it hit the ground. I don't understand.
Inadvertent whistle.
I just think the ball will be dead right there. It's an inadvertent whistle, but
Seniors, number 3, Donovan Biggers. Number 4, Monquel Cox. Number 5, Clemmy Alcorn. Number 6, Andrew Pitts. Number 11, Tommy Colbert. Number 12, Gavin Tarwater. Number 15, Jalen Gist.
I guess we're going to make them kick it again.
Number 18, Aiden Green.
We'll get them all as we go.
Number 50, Kevon Dixon. Number 51, Chaser Prince. Number 52, Michael Madison. Number 54, Jabraylon Brown. Number 55, Chandler Allen.
Kick it short, and it goes through Monquel's legs. And Clemmy will pick it up around the 30 to the 28-yard line is where the ball will be marked.
Number 56, Spencer Mullinax. Number 59, Hunter Hurst. Number 61, Gideon Ball. Number 62, Justin Simmons. I believe that's the seniors. Been a fun group to watch, no doubt about it. Explosive. Just had some trouble tonight. As we've said, give credit and tip your hats to the Wildcats. They're a good football team.
They are that, my friend. They are that.
First and 10 from the 29. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli got Theron open. Theron will just go out of bounds. Clock will continue to roll with the gentleman's rule in effect.
This football team in 2007, talking about when they were sophomores, 8-4, 9-3, and 18. They'll be 9-3, I guess, this year. That's 18 and 26-7, 26-11.
Had a pretty good run.
Not bad. 27 be 18. No, it's 26.
2nd and 1. Eli looking to throw. Eli pressure. Eli throws it deep. He's got Isaiah open, and it's going to be picked off around the 20-yard line.
About good play by those guys. Just a little pass, a little underthrown. And Harding will get possession of the football back. Leading by 40, 58-18, 6:21 to play. And roll the clock, guys.
First and 10 for the Wildcats.
And I think they may have their alternate unit in. Is that right? Maybe? No.
Here comes motion with Duggar. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Sheffield up the middle.
Same play he scored 2 plays in a row on.
Play well by Abel Robinson, the freshman.
Well, he does such a good job of those big hits, man, from just 6 inches away.
Give him 3 on the play, make it 2nd and 7. Up to the 22 now.
.538 to go here in the third quarter.
Hounds had a great first quarter, but it's been all Harding since. I'll remind everybody, if you're watching the broadcast, we'll be doing some Greyhound basketball coming right up. There's holding right there, and they don't call it.
They've been holding him all night.
End around with Duggar. He'll get up to the 30-yard line, and we'll have enough for a first down.
Just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Offsides play, and they're going to get us.
Long count. Harding elects to run the long count there to see if they can get the Hounds to jump off sides, and they're successful in that. Which in itself lends to go, why?
Why would you do that?
I don't know. They're trying to run some clock, that's for sure.
First and 5 from the 36. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Sheffield up the middle again. Sheffield breaking a few. He will have enough for a first down up to the 46.
Clock continues to roll. 3:50 to play. Third quarter action. 58-18. A 40-point lead in favor of the Wildcats. I hear McGee all over Atkins in the third quarter.
I heard,
so it'll be McGee here this coming week.
Chisholm in at the tailback for the Wildcats. First and 10 from the 46. Here's the snap. Going to throw the tunnel. Duggar. Theron's there, and Theron's going to sling him down. To the 47.
You know, one thing, if you're Harding, the one thing you don't want to do is get somebody hurt.
Boy, no doubt.
In a game where you're up by 40 and still playing your first teamers. I mean, the coach can do what he wants to do. There's no doubt about that, and score as many as he'd like to try to score at the risk of costing yourself down the road.
2nd and 8 from the 48.
Ask Nick Saban.
Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Chisholm. In the backfield by Abel Robinson, but he'll fight forward to the 50.
Guys just go forward all the time. Once they're hit, they're leaning forward. Their head and their shoulder pads in front of them. Two minutes, 5 seconds remaining. Hounds had a great start. Got 18.
3rd and 6, Duggar in motion. Here's the snap. Giving it to Chisholm. Chisholm's hit at the line of scrimmage. C.J. Young in. On the tackle, no gain to bring up 4th and 6.
Is that not their alternate unit in there?
Backup running back.
Still their first team quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just not a lot you can say. I mean, there's just not a lot you can say. Harding will call a timeout. And then on 4th down, I think we'll punt the football. Maybe. I mean, these guys just, you look at the touchdowns they scored this half, it's just a couple of long runs, a pick six, and man, all of a sudden it just got out of hand. Been a fantastic year for the Hounds, and the Hounds will fall to 9-3, fall short of that double-digit victories that you're always shooting for. But we'll walk out of here with their heads high. These guys will go for it here.
Fourth and 6. Now he'll punt it. And the ball will be marked at the 23-yard line. The Hounds will set up shop at their own 23, 1st and 10.
In a real game with the sportsmanship rule or the gentleman's rule in effect, it does stop on change of possession, and then once they set the ball for ready for play, it will start. The clock will start.
First and 10 Hounds. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli going to throw it to Donovan. Biggers. Overthrown, incomplete. Second down after the incomplete pass.
I want to thank all of our great sponsors for helping bring the games to you. Reminder that the Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belongs to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, as you'll watch the pass right here from Eli.
Eli's just going to throw it incomplete, and that'll end the third quarter. Your Hounds trail 58-18 over the Harding Wildcats.
Schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation. Well, it's 58-18, and the Hounds just haven't had it go their way tonight. That's all you can say, guys. As we go into the last 12 minutes, I mean, you look back, boy, the first quarter, 18-14 Hounds with 1:49 to go. Theron had a 1-yard touchdown run after Isaiah Kendall's catch. And then Harding comes back and scores with no time to go, make it 21-18 to start the second quarter. But from 18-14, it's been all Harding. Got basketball coming up, guys, here on Cable 15 TV. We're going to do some senior girls and senior boys basketball. Looking forward. The girls should be much improved, as should the boys, and we're excited about doing that. We'll start, I think, our first game's on December the 3rd. So looking forward to it.
3rd and 10 from the 23. Offsides. They get the Wildcats there.
Clock is stopped at 11:44.
Supposed to on a penalty in a real gentleman's rule game.
3rd and 5 for the Hounds. Eli looking to throw. Eli throwing a bomb. He's got Theron Davis wide open. Theron Davis is going to go untouched into the end zone. Good toss and catch there from Alcorn to Davis. It cuts the lead there. 58-24 now.
Yeah, it stops a 44-0 run for Harding.
Hounds will elect to go for 2 here. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw, and he's going to underthrow to Clemmy. Incomplete. Hounds trail 58-24 over the Harding Wildcats.
Covering some real estate.
Bratcher Real Estate brings you all our touchdowns. Go check out all their listings at BratcherOneRealEstate.com. See Mary Reed, Lauren Sampson, Carol Ann Young, Amanda Reynolds. They're at 732 Malcolm at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson in Newport.
Hounds cut the deficit to 34. Is the sportsmanship 30 or 35? I want to say it's 35. Not 100% sure. We'll see if what they do with the clock. Could be 30, but I thought it was 35.
Yeah, I think it is 35, Hayden. And correct me if I'm wrong, but regardless of the deficit, it still stays in effect, doesn't it? Or
I think if the teams agree on, I'm not 100% sure. But DJ Marshall to kick off, ball hit around the 25, picked up around the 18-yard line, looking for a little return. Duggar gets up to the 35-yard line and will be brought down. First and 10 Wildcats from their own 35.
11:13 to go here in the ball game. Hounds trail 58-24 to the Wildcats.
Hospitality here has been simply awesome. Stephen Breedlove and principal of the high school.
Throws a quick screen out. It'll be brought down around the 41-yard line. Gain of about 6.
Just got us in the press box, had a nice, of course, we're playing at the college at Harding University in a beautiful stadium and beautiful press box. And we got the biggest one of the bunch. We certainly thank Coach Breedlove.
2nd and 4 from the 41 for the Wildcats. Here comes motion. Appears at a false start on the Wildcats.
58-24. And kids are still fighting.
That's all Coach Hinsley asked of them.
Motion again. Handoff up the middle. Chisholm. Finally be brought down around the 40. Bring up 3rd and 5 now for the Wildcats. Play clock under 5. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Chisholm up the middle. Chisholm will be just short of a first down. Down to the 44.
Always up until you get to the 50.
Keep hammering, Hayden. Just keep hammering.
Up until you get to the 50. It's kind of like you're going up. You add them up. You add them up, or you subtract them down.
8:33 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Up to the 50, down past the 50.
I'm just ready for basketball.
Half court line.
The timeline.
The timeline.
Bottom.
Our good friend Keith Merritt. Arkansas State University shoots at the bottom.
4th and 1. Wildcats going for it. Giving it to Chisholm. Chisholm is stuffed for a loss. And the Hounds will get the football. Around the 44.
Fans still hanging strong as Alton Walker, who has joined us in the booth tonight, and fighting a little illness as such, and joined the warmth. But you were down on the field for a little while. Kind of cold down there, wasn't it, my friend? What a job Alton Walker does for our program and our kids. Just thank you, sir. And the kids thank you, the parents thank you, and I thank you.
1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got Clemmy open around the 35. Clemmy breaking a tackle. Clemmy Alcorn getting outside. Great blocking. Clemmy spin. Clemmy will be brought down around the 12. We have a man down here around the 46-yard line. Appears to be Justin Simmons, and he's going to get up. Looks like he's going to be okay.
With a 32-point lead, Harding elects to put their first team back in. That's okay.
34.
One thing about it, David Black.
What'd I say?
32.
34.
Call me out. I call you out.
Hey, Harding ain't going nowhere for a few years. You know what?
No, sir. They're young. They're good.
They're going to be in that conference. We're going to join them in the conference next year and get to see them every year for the next 3, for sure.
1st and 10. Eli looking to throw. Eli scrambling. Eli finally pushed out of bounds, but there is a flag.
Not to call you out, just to try to help.
I just tried to help you there.
Hello.
I appreciate you, sir. I think they got us for tackling.
Going to back us up, make it 1st and 23 now from the 24. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli throws over the middle and it's incomplete. Now 2nd and 23.
Where the clock does not stop on incomplete passes, and that is correct. Hounds can get a first down. Hayden inside the 1. We just need points.
Clock just under 7 minutes here in the contest.
Second and 23. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Eli pressured. Guys got to hold him in the backfield. Ball's on the ground. They're going to say it was a fumble, which I don't agree with, but Chaser Prince jumps on it around the 30.
We've got a flag, roughing the passer. No, intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding. He calls intentional grounding. I thought he threw the white flag indicating it was a fumble, but he actually threw a yellow one.
6:39 to go here in the contest.
Backs us up to the 39. I'll get there, boys. I'll get there.
You're one of the best I've ever heard, my friend.
Year two. Here's the snap. Eli looking to throw. Throwing the screen pass to Monquill, and it's going to come up incomplete.
Most people, and let me say this, and I'm going to give you a little compliment here. I've watched no less than 10 or 12 streaming videos from high school football teams this past week. And from a technical standpoint, nobody is as good as Josh Nation with the camera, and nobody is as good as Hayden Schultz on play-by-play. You are the best that I heard all week. You're the best.
4th down and 38. Ball's on the ground. Harding's going to pick it up. Harding will just run it out of bounds at midfield after the catch from Theron Davis and then the fumble. Now, thank you.
You're
after
welcome.
The play.
You're welcome.
I concur.
I love doing this. I love every Friday night coming up here in the booth. I just love football, and I knew I had to do something after football was over.
Well, there's nothing like 3 former Greyhounds and an old Yellow Jacket up here in the booth.
That's you, Josh.
Josh is the Yellow Jacket.
But you know,
Josh was a gray pup.
that's right.
For a day.
Gray pup for a day. I used to have that.
But our hearts are in this thing. It's something that we love doing. I've been doing it for 38 years, and I don't want to do it anywhere else. I don't want to help do it anywhere else. I couldn't get excited if I did it anywhere else. And I've seen the great times, and I've seen the not-so-good times. But let me tell you what, I'm proud of this football team. These guys have had a fantastic year. They just ran to a buzzsaw tonight. And, again, you tip your caps off to these guys from Harding. I mean, we knew coming in that they could throw the football. They ran it probably better than we thought they could. They've just literally dominated this football game. And in the first quarter, you go, hey, it's going to be a shootout, and it's going to be 65-62. But it didn't turn out that way. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. It's our second year together, and it's a good team we've got assembled.
2nd and 12. Here comes a flag. This is year 3 for me.
Year 2 for me.
Year 3 had the year with BP. And did a little sideline reporting the year before.
1 with River Country and 2 with us, correct? Or 3 with us?
No, 3 with us.
3 with us already?
But 3 years ago at Harding, where were you?
You do 17, 18, and 19. Harding game was 16. 17, 18, and 19, 3 years?
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
16.
Man!
Yeah, that's right.
3-year vet.
Here's the snap, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. Chisholm be brought down for a loss. Yeah, this is year 3.
Fantastic.
I did the year in 2016. We made the big run to the semis. I was the sideline reporter.
That's right.
The year before that, did not do anything.
Well, there's nothing
whole
like getting
year?
involved. Old Greyhounds just like getting involved in doing this.
I graduated in 15, but the 15 football season, that was the year they went 2-8.
Right.
I set it out. Said, I'm done with football.
Missed it, didn't you?
I set out, and we went 2-8, and I missed every second of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
Third-
there's nothing like being a Greyhound.
3rd and 21, looking to throw. Pressure. Clemmy missing a tackle. Now C.J. Young will wrap him up around the 45-yard line. It's going to bring up fourth at about 14.
Because me, you, and Brian did a year together.
Us four have been together. This is year 2. This will be the
right. There you go.
And the year before that, we had me, you, BP, and Ben was on the camera.
And Josh was in the booth a lot of times. He just
Josh
wasn't on the
was
camera.
there. Josh was there.
We were prepping him.
Fourth down, they'll punt it away. We have nobody deep for the Hounds. It'll roll inside the 30 to the 29-yard line for the Hounds. I really do. I love it. I love being up here. I love watching Greyhound football. I have not missed a game since 2006. 2006.
I haven't missed one since the Manila game.
I was fixing to say, I'm ahead of you now.
You are, aren't you?
When's the last time you
Streak.
missed a game? I have came to more Greyhound games consecutively than all of y'all.
You sure have.
Yep.
You sure have.
Just to let the people know, I don't get sick. I will be here. Unless something crazy happens. We might work something out where I can do it from home.
There you go.
I do not like missing it. Here's the snap, the empty backfield for Eli. Eli looking to throw. Eli got time. Eli's just going to throw it up Monquel. Monquel, incomplete pass, underthrown. I can't believe that. You missed.
I sure did. Missed a game. Fourth one in 38 years.
I hadn't been alive 38 years, but.
You're getting close.
Actually,
No, I'm not.
The first time I did any broadcasting for the Newport Greyhounds was the football season of 1974.
Sideline reporter, correct?
No, I was in the booth with Raymond
in the
Massey, color commentator. 1974.
2nd and 10. Eli looking to throw. Eli pump fakes, now letting it go. Got Theron. Theron goes to catch it. It's going to come up incomplete, but there is a flag.
You all right?
Pass interference on the defense, so we'll get the 15 yards in the first down. Decided to do a little basketball we talked about.
Yeah.
Never done basketball. I'm pretty knowledgeable of the game. Dad's a Swifton Pirates, so, you know, that's all they had.
That's all they had, wasn't it?
That's all they had up north.
North end of Jackson County there, the old Pirates.
SP rocks the house, baby. Here's the snap on 1st and 10. Eli pressured. Eli will be sacked. And here comes a flag from the sideline judge, and we'll try to sort it out. Yeah, my dad was an old Swifton Pirate. And
Uncle Johnny.
Uncle Johnny, he was a pirate.
Which are now both Greyhounds.
They tell a lot of, well, they're Greyhounds now, but they're always going to believe that purple and gold. And you can ask them. I actually knew the Swifton fight song before I knew the Newport fight song.
Is that right?
My dad used to go around the house singing it.
And we got a sports show coming up. Don't forget about our sports
I'm excited
show.
about that as well. I've had a bunch of people ask me, "Well, can I get on there? Can I talk? Can I?"
Maybe.
And Lane Stewart and Easton McGuire, we saw them today. Ben said, "You know what, boys? We might get you on there." Those kids are knowledgeable. I'm telling you.
I know they are.
They know about this group of boys, and
they know about the game.
Eli, a little pitch and catch to Theron Davis, and Theron will get down to the 48-yard line. There is a flag.
Another one.
Got 40 seconds in the ball game, and
Let it go, guys. Just let the holding call go. Just let it go. Holy cow. It's like holding on an extra point earlier. Oh, goodness gracious.
Boys won the other night against Wynn. Is that correct?
They did.
Beat a,
They did.
I think they're actually 4A in basketball, and the girls
Right.
beat Augusta last night. All three girls, 7th, junior high, and senior high.
Wow.
Clean sweep
Clean sweep.
over the Red Devils. Overtime in the junior high game. That's right, Alton. We'll throw it to Clemmy Alcorn, and Clemmy will be out of bounds. And game clock under 25 seconds now. Excited to see with the basketball program going the way it's going. Got a few guys in there that can hoop, and the girls as well.
We do want to thank Bad Boy Mowers. We want to thank George Cal Motor Company for bringing you the star of the game and the Subway Coaches Show.
This will be
Thank
the
the
last play
Sampsons.
of the game. Eli just going to sling it deep, and it is picked off around the 38-yard line. He's just going to run to midfield. We do have a flag here late, and they're just going to wave it off. The Hounds fall here 58-24 over the Harding Wildcats.
Well, guys, it's been a fantastic year, but it was just all Harding tonight. I mean, the Hounds jumped out. They had the lead there early, and we talked about it the whole football game. And, we started out, we were up 6-0, down 7-6, up 12-7, down 14-12, up 18-14. And then it was just all Harding after that. Hounds get a late one. But Harding moves on. Congratulations to those guys. We've got basketball coming up, but Hayden, a good run by our senior class.
It was. I mean, it was exciting. The offense, the direction Coach Hinsley's taking them, and Benny Reynolds, the Mad Dog defense, bailing you out. I like where our football team is right now, especially with a lot of the – you're going to miss the seniors. You always will. They're irreplaceable. Every one of them has a special part. I believe we got 17, 18 seniors on the team, and everyone holds a special place on the football team, but I'm excited to see the next guys go up.
Ben Black, final thoughts.
Take one on the chin tonight, but that's just football. I hate it for the seniors, but you just got to be preparing yourself, that through the off season, your junior off season, going into your senior year, preparing yourself for this moment right here, because it comes for all of us.
Well, Cable 15 TV and all the folks around Greyhound land, we want to thank Josh Nation, Ben Black, Hayden Schultz for your hard work that you do for our kids here for the Newport Greyhounds, and and broadcasting and doing all the legwork prior to, and the equipment carrying and so on and so forth. But Coach, congratulations to the Newport Greyhounds, Coach Mark Ainsley, on an outstanding year. Wasn't where we wanted to end, but anytime it ends, you're not ready. You want another game, and that's the great thing that we call about sport, and that's why we all love it. That's why we're going to do a sports show. That's why we're going to cover basketball. We're going to do more things for these kids. And because we love Newport, Arkansas, we love our tradition, we love our kids, we think we have a great school, we think we have a great athletic program, and we're going to continue to support these guys. For Josh Nation, for Ben Black, for our play-by-play guy, Hayden Schultz, David Black, until basketball season right around the corner. So long, everybody. George Cal Motor Company player of the game, Andrew Pitts, who joins us in the booth to talk about tonight's football game. Andrew, football game that the Hounds, fully expected to win, played great in the first quarter, and then it didn't work for the Hounds. But talk a little bit about the football game.
We came in and just kind of expected them to. We knew that their passing game was just strong, and that was going to be the way for us to win is if we stopped that. And came up a little short tonight just with that passing game. That quarterback is just solid. He knew what he was doing. He knew where the ball needed to go, and those receivers were making plays for him.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and let me tell you what, those guys did such a good job in their offensive line of we just couldn't get to him. He had all time to throw, and when you do that, you can complete passes.
Yes, sir. Which their offensive line, they were big, and we just kind of underestimated them. We thought maybe our quickness could get in there, and well, we were wrong.
It just didn't happen tonight. It just didn't happen. But let me ask you this: being a senior, the last time you walk off that field, and what's that feel like? I mean, I've done it, he's done it, Hayden's done it. I mean, we've all walked off that field the last time. What are you feeling right now?
Honestly, it hasn't registered yet that this will be the last time I ever wear number 6.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will hit me very soon, but right now it's just very shocking that I won't ever play for Newport Greyhounds again.
Well, it happens to all of us. It's just like Ben Black said, and boy, it happened to him in just a heartbreaking fashion, and losing with playing an undefeated team and losing a game 51-48, and a game we should have won. But it happens to all of us, and it teaches us life lessons. You'll look back on your career, you'll look back on it, and having been part of the Newport Greyhound tradition will stay with you forever. I'm 63 years old. I graduated high school in 1974. I played in 71, 72, and 73, and let me tell you what, I'll never forget that last night I walked off that field and thought the same thing that you did. I won't wear that 51 anymore. I mean, it's a special feeling to be a Greyhound. Talk a little bit about that.
It's nothing other, just that community behind you, the support that you get for just wearing this jersey is just crazy. Everyone respects you, whether it's in school or out in the community, and just the support's crazy.
There's nothing like being a Newport Greyhound, and I don't care where you go or who you play for. I don't care. It's something special about wearing that orange hat, and there's something special about that, and you're absolutely right.
Yes, sir.
We look up to you guys. Us old guys look up to you guys that wear that jersey. And we want to thank you guys for the great years that you've had. And I got to ask you this before we get off the air here. What's in the plan for Andrew Pitts for after graduation? What's the plan?
Right now, going into college, got a few colleges looking at, and then study criminal justice.
Wow, cool. So I hadn't narrowed it down on where you'd like to attend?
No, I got a few colleges in mind. I got Arkansas Tech and Arkansas State.
Yeah.
And got one more, just not sure yet. Just kind of depends.
Well, here's what I tell you. Go to college, get your degree, learn, do what you want to do, have a good time at college. We'll see you on Friday nights in September maybe, okay? Come back and watch the Greyhounds play. That's what we do, but been doing it all my life. Andrew,
Yes,
thank you for joining us, my friend. Andrew
thank
Pitts, the Georgia Cal Motor Company. Greyhound Senior of the Game right here. Well, my hat's off to Coach Mark Hinsley. We come win or lose.
Yep.
And you made the comment that it's a little different feeling than the last time that you and I visited up here, and it wasn't our night. You come, you prepare, you want to play your best. Sometimes it doesn't happen, and sometimes you take it on the chin, and we took it on the chin.
You did, yeah, we did, and and that's that's what I just told them: keep fighting, be positive. When we come out after half, we had a good feeling coming out after half, and they hit that big run on us, and I mean it's just it just started kind of piling up on us. But that's why I just kept telling the kids keep fighting, because that's just a life lesson that we kind of have to learn and going forward.
Well, I think the game of football has always been a life lesson for you. I mean, it's such a you put your livelihood depends on it.
Yeah.
And it depends on 15, 16, and 17-year-old kids. And most of the time, even me and you as a 16, 17-year-old kid, you really don't get it. You really don't get it. You really don't understand it. It takes you a little while when you get out of it, and then you go looking back on it after you've played that last game, and maybe several years later it hits you, and you go, you know what? That was a special time for me.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
Well, that's the lesson. I told them that before even the game started. Before we knew what was going to happen. That's what I told him. I said, you're either going to be this group of guys that's going to be celebrating on the field together or crying on the field together. And I said, what we do from next 4 quarters is what you're going to remember. You're not going to remember some of the plays, but you remember how you will feel after certain plays. And, that's what I wanted to get across to the kids. So no matter what happened tonight, win or lose, I just want them to understand, enjoy the moment, enjoy the feeling, and just enjoy the night for whatever it is.
Well, Coach, I'll say this. Your senior class, won 26 football games, had a couple of 9-win seasons. Overall, the senior class was pretty good for the Newport Greyhounds. They were pretty good. Talk about your senior class.
And that's what's fun when you talk about this senior group is I've obviously seen them grow up. I've been here enough.
Sure.
But, to see them really grow up as far as like when they come over here as 9th graders. When they come here as 9th graders, when we played Harding right out here,
right.
One of the games they stepped up in, and you see some of those kids that hadn't got playing time until this year,
right?
And kind of saw them progress from the beginning of the year, not knowing what they could do, how they could do it, and seeing some of those kids out there giving it their all this last game of their career, and then you see guys that didn't get as much playing time, didn't get as much of the talking and doing all this stuff, but they're still what made us click. And that's why this kid was sitting in that chair. Andrew does not know how much I love him, how much I respect him. for who he is and what he did for us, and he's just a great kid and and he's one of those kids where I'm going to continue to find out what he's doing because he's that kid that's going to be a great man one day.
Well, there's no doubt, and we talked about it. I mean, he talked about how proud he was to wear that jersey and the respect that he got within the school system, the respect that you get around the community, because we as older people and guys that have been doing this, for me for, actually over 40 years, and, I've seen a lot of great things, and I've seen a lot of things not go so well for us, and I mean, what I've seen is football.
That's it.
What I've seen is football. It's just
a game.
It's a game.
And and there's winners and losers, and that's and I talk about it all the time when we have losses, but it is lessons, and they don't see it now, but like we were saying, they will see it later, and it's those lessons, it's those moments that you remember, because it's like I told them before a football game, I can't remember what my coach said in my last football game.
Right, I can't either.
I can't remember.
Right,
but I remember how I felt the last football game.
I do too.
And that's what you're trying to get, the message you're trying to get to these kids.
And I think when you talk about messages to kids, and I think the things that I learned as a former player is, I just look back on the good times. I mean, unless you win a state championship, you lose the last game you play in, or if you don't make the playoffs for some reason, you lose the last game. But most teams are going to lose the last game they play.
Yeah, and that's what I told them. I said, unless you win that state championship, you're gonna have a bad night.
And half of those people lose the last game they play. The teams that play in the state championship, half of them lose that one.
So and it's like we talked about before. Winning football games is really hard. It really is at times, just because, especially when you get to this level and this stage of what we're at. But I can't say enough, and to me, it's all about the seniors, and that's what I've kept talking about all night. It's just the seniors, and trying to hug or to shake every one of them's hand tonight before they left, and it's not just the guys that played and then their name. It's those guys that didn't play as much, and those guys you don't know their names. That's the guys I really respect.
Absolutely.
Because they just kept on coming every day and giving it to everything they got. Made us a better team because of that. So, when you talk about the seniors, it's the seniors that we don't talk about all the time that really made an impact for me this year.
Well, there's no doubt a learning lesson tonight. Our football program is on as solid a foundation as I can ever remember it being. We've got players coming. Our coaching staff is second to none. We've got great things going on at our school, and there's going to be great times for the Newport Greyhounds, for Coach Mark Hinsley and the Newport Greyhounds. There's no doubt about it. Mark Hinsley, who's the head football coach, athletic director of the Newport Greyhounds, and the show each and every week is brought to you by Subway. Next time you see Jeff and Lauren Sampson, make sure you thank them and tell them thank you for sponsoring the Coach Mark Hinsley show for all year. Coach, great year.
Thank
and
you.
Until next time, Go Hounds.